Office of Hawaiian Affairs has pulled two long-standing lawsuits surrounding the management of Mauna Kea. OHA says it is withdrawing the complaints to put a greater focus on cultural preservation of the Mauna and collaborative stewardship. One of the suits stretches back to 2017 and accused the state, land board, and University of Hawaii of decades of mismanagement. The other lawsuit challenged the formation of the Mauna Kea Stewardship and Oversight Authority. This comes about a month after the National Science Foundation announced it'll no longer be funding the proposed controversial 30-meter telescope.